Yo! Dude, I really must have been fucking knocked out, bro. The last time I did a full stream was Tuesday? And it's fucking Saturday? This whole week has not felt real, man. Being sick has fucking put me in a time vortex. Fucked up. I was gonna stream later today, but later today I'm going to go meet my family in town for dinner because my uncle is in town. So I'm gonna get a little stream in now, go do that, and then come back for Unexpectables D&D later tonight. Early and on a day off. Yeah. I do feel better than I did yesterday, which is a sign that hopefully I'm getting over the worst of the sickness. Man, I have had a fucking awful week, chat. I don't know, maybe some of you guys don't know, I haven't really streamed since Tuesday. It's been a fucking nightmare. We'll get into it, but it's been a fucking been a shitstorm, quite frankly. But for being in the midst of a shitstorm, I think I'm doing okay. Filter in everybody. Chad, I learned a solution to the art issue I've been having where the fill tool was leaving gaps next to the line art, and I feel stupid for not knowing it sooner. I have the fill set to grow 1 pixel on all sides and set the line art above the fill instead of below. Oh, yeah. I don't know what art program you're using, but Clip Studio has like a thing with the fill tool where you can just say like refer to other layers and then you can just it'll just know your line art. Read it because it's free. I don't know if Krita has vectors, but as soon as you discover drawing line art on a vector layer, things will unlock. I'm talking like I know shit. I'm talking like I know shit when I'm a guy who picked up digital art like 2 weeks ago. Like, I'm talking like everything that I know hasn't been passed down to me from some artist who knew way more than me. How's your art doing, by the way? Pretty good. I haven't drawn in a bit. How is a vector layer different than a paint layer? Should I now be doing my line art on a paint layer? I can, hang on. I can demonstrate, but it might take a second. I know you stopped to draw something everyday thing. Yeah, I don't remember when I drew, I drew this guy. I drew because I was thinking about running Slug Blaster, so I drew a Slug Blaster NPC. I drew a little skater guy. He's chill. His name's Kevin. He hangs out under the underpass. Hits some skateboard tricks now and again. Again, I have no idea if the software you're using has this technology, but vector layers are like cheating. I'm gonna demonstrate on Clip Studio Paint with a mouse. oh, my... I've been coughing so much that my chest hurts when I cough. Yeah, I've been really sick all week. All right, let me give you a real quickie example. All right, let me just grab a pen, draw some lines. Oh wait, well, I'm not on a vector layer. Let me create a vector layer. These are gonna be real shitty looking lines because I'm drawing with a mouse, but I'm just drawing them to emphasize a point. So let's say I want to draw a circle. Uh-oh. I kind of overshot the line of the circle. Go to the eraser. Go to vector mode. Vector eraser. Erase up to the intersection. Magic. It's like cheating. It's literally cheating. It'd be like, oh, I drew this vector line, but maybe I don't like, where the fucking curve of it is. Pinch vector line. Whoop, whoop. Now there's an M in there. It's not the best example. No, turn it into a... turn that line into a little man. Turn that line into a little man with legs and arms. Here's what's really sick, too. Let me grab a normal eraser. Make a little gap here. Connect vector line. Paint over the area. Oh, it's not gonna do it. Oh, it's too far away. Fine. I'll show off the other cool thing. Adjust line width. Literally, it's like cheating. You inspired me to do your drawing every day challenge once my hand isn't broken. Yeah, turns out that you can just learn a new skill. I didn't even really, like study or anything. I just started drawing shit. Yeah, it turns out that you can just, like, learn a new skill whenever you want. Now, obviously, I'm in a privileged position as a streamer. Where I can spend, like, unlimited time. I figured it takes way longer, but you've inspired me. Dude, I figured it would take way longer too. But Bobber gave me some sage advice. Oh wait, never mind. I did make a more recent drawing. I drew this while I was sick. I woke up in a fever dream, and I'm like, I'm gonna draw my OC as a meeple. Oh, I can't laugh because then I cough and then my chest hurts. Oh. What program do you use? I use Clip Studio because my artist friend told me to use Clip Studio. Holy shit, the official Sci-Fi ice cream bar. It does look like one of those popsicles, huh? With the gumball eyes. I was trying to make a little meeple. You don't know what meeples are. They're the little guys you get with board games. The little generic board game pieces. Yeah. I skipped my art practice yesterday because I crashed out on the first 3 days. I'm also starting from a way worse art baseline because this is pretty much the first time in my life outside of middle school art class that I've drawn something, and I hated art class in middle school. Yeah, that's the another thing is, like, don't compare yourself to me because I loved art class in high school. Like, and I literally almost went to art college. That's how, like, close, like, it was something that was one of my favorite things to do. It's like, the only thing that you should be comparing yourself to is yourself from 2 days ago. And honestly, that was part of why I wanted to do an everyday thing, is so that I could literally see the increments of improvement. But also, like, don't, like, you gotta, listen, the number one prerequisite to doing anything, to teaching yourself literally anything, the one prerequisite, like, this has to be true before you can do any learning. You have to want to do the thing. You know? Like, I've watched a ton of, like, drawing tutorials over the years, but I didn't want to learn drawing then. But then when I actually did want to pick it up, I felt the drive, the motivation. Like, everybody was, like, looking at the art that I was making. Everyone was, like, looking at, like, oh, dude, I love this Outer Wilds art. This Outer Wilds art, I learned a lot about drawing backgrounds here. I was experimenting with the watercolor brushes in Paint Tool, Clip Studio Paint. I was exploring in the watercolor brushes, and then I ended up just making a little watercolor interpretation of all of the planets. This works well as a YouTube thumbnail? Yeah, maybe I only have content creator framing brain. Yeah. Dude, this drawing took so much out of me. This was an all-day drawing. But I love how it turned out. But yeah, people look at this and they'd be like, I could never draw something like this. And it's like, I understand what you're saying and you don't mean it literally like I could never, but you could. It's not that you could never, you could whenever. But the prerequisite is that you have to want to do it. Dude, you know what made me fucking crash out so fucking hard? This is day 5. Drawing this stupid fucking angle of Dante because I wanted to draw the Devil May Cry 3 box art. Drawing this stupid fucking upward facing face angle, stupid nose motherfucker. Made me crash out so bad. Literally, you can see the Waddle Dee here looks kind of scuffed. I literally drew the Waddle Dee as like a way to like coax myself out of a crash out. Did you draw the Waddle Dee first or last? I drew the Waddle Dee in the middle. Yeah, man, look at like day 1. Even like, I think even day 1 turned out pretty good. You know, like you can tell it's Optimus Prime. It looks like a 12-year-old drew it, but you know. And then you get day 14, I drew my own OC. It looks pretty good. I still suck at drawing faces. But I drew my own character. It was very pog. I used Clip Studio's 3D pose thing for that one to get a good reference frame. It's helped a lot with drawing the hands. Yeah, there's a lot to faces. I gotta really like practice drawing faces. Like nail down a style for that. When I was drawing Sam Porter Bridges' America Strand, thankfully his eyes are covered by the sunglasses, so I could just sort of draw a nose, draw a line for a mouth, and draw like the Norman Reedus stubble. Also, Death Stranding 2 photo mode is like perfect reference creator. I literally booted up Death Stranding 2 and took a photo in photo mode to like capture this. It was an interesting exercise because obviously the character model is so detailed. So it was an interesting exercise in like simplifying things. Like, the box is really simplified, but you can tell what it is. It was hard to get all the shapes down. I think at one point I literally just, like... I like, traced it, like, 3 times over the reference. And then just used that, like, muscle memory. Yeah, drawing's been fun. It's been fun, and it's been fun to do it for fun. It's been, like, nice because I haven't been, I don't feel like pressure, you know? I'm not in a classroom. No one's gonna grade my assignment. I'm literally doing it because I want to learn a skill for fun. And that's been a new and refreshing experience for me. Like, I don't do that often enough. Just, like, pick up a new thing for fun. Usually, if I learn a new skill, it's like video editing for content. Or something like that. Oh! Chat, you completely sidelined me out of the intro. This is an update stream. I was gonna tell you about my week from hell. So, dude, I don't even want to listen to how I sounded on Tuesday. But if you go back to the VOD on... Not on Tuesday. This VOD. You can hear how sick I was in this VOD. A doctor. You sounded like you were genuinely dying. Hope you're feeling... Oh god. Hope you're feeling better? No. No, I'm not. Ooh, I can't laugh. I can't laugh because it'll hurt. You sounded like you were genuinely dying. It was bad. It was bad, man. So let me break down my terrible week. It's really not gonna take that long to break it down. I got hit with a triple whammy. I got hit with a fucking triple whammy this week, chat. What was I gonna say? Oh, my triple whammy. Yeah, so first off, I had to pay $1,100 getting my car repaired and inspected. Which fucking sucked. It was literally double what the estimate was going into the repair shop. They literally told me, they're like, oh, it'll be like a $500 repair. And I'm like, okay, that's fine. It's a little, like, it's, you know, it's whatever. And they're like, hey, it's actually going to be $1,100. And I'm like, fuck you, man. Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. But you gotta pay it, man. You gotta pay it. So that happened on Tuesday. I got my car repaired. The other thing that happened on Tuesday is what was the repair? It needed a bumper reattached, a new battery, and then they also replaced one of the battery terminals and, like, gave me new brake pads. Ugh. Anyway, So the other thing that happened on Tuesday is I started to get really sick. I got really, really sick with like a cold or a flu. I'm thinking it was probably the flu because I'm just like, I'm still sick today. But like it knocked me out for like the entire week. So, oh god, dude, this literally all happened on the same day. This was a fucked up day that Tuesday fucked me up. Sorry, it wasn't Tuesday. I streamed Tuesday. This was Wednesday. I took my card into the shop Tuesday. This was the Wednesday from hell. So on Wednesday, I pick my car up from the shop. It's $1,100. I get really fucking sick. And then... hang on, I'm trying to decide how much detail I want to get into here. This is like personal stuff. But basically, as soon as I pick up my car from the repair shop, I get a call from my mom. And I'm like, oh, what's going on? Why is my mom randomly calling me at 2 p.m. on a Wednesday? Turns out, my mom was at the hospital with my grandma. Who, has been in pretty bad health condition for like a month or so. And they basically said, like, you can come to the hospital if you want because they said that she's not gonna make it. So, I don't want to get too, like, into the details here. But, man, it's been a fucking week, man. That fucking Wednesday from hell fucked me up all the way. So I've been like sick and sad and fucking and fucking mad at this expensive car repair this whole week. It's been a fucking awful week, team. Dude, literally, this is fucking crazy. You know how bad that this sickness knocked me out? This only started happening yesterday. My chest hurts from how much I've been coughing. So now whenever I cough, the part of my chest around my lungs hurts. It's fucked up, man. I hate being sick so much. Don't let it turn into bronchitis. I don't think it will. I don't think it will because I've had bronchitis before a couple times. And I'm feeling better every day. Like today I feel pretty much normal. Except for I can still feel that my sinuses are blocked up in my head and my ears. But other than that, I'm pretty much 100%. So, honestly, given the week I've had, I've been doing pretty good. Given the triple whammy of a week that I've had, I've been doing pretty okay. Just keeping my head above water. Man, the fucking combo of, like, the triple combo, the level 3 super of $1,100 car repair into you have the flu now into my grandma dying. Fucked up week, man. Absolutely nightmare week. The universe tried its best to body me this week, and it almost succeeded. But my human spirit was just too strong. And so here I am, doing everything I can, pretending I'm a Superman. Good thing bad things can't happen in more than 3s. Yeah, I think I'm safe now. I think I'm safe now. So anyway, that's been my week. I don't want to bog down and be like, I don't want to spend another fucking, like, half an hour being like, guys, I had a terrible week. Oh, don't you feel bad for me? No, man, I'm fine. It's been a fucked up week, but I'm fine. I just want to be not sick and be able to stream. That's basically where I'm at. Hello, top of the line. I feel like I haven't seen your ass in chat in forever. What up, top of the line? Hey, you haven't been in chat since September 2nd. Doing good, you gaming? I will be gaming soon for a little bit. I was seeing a chatter that hasn't been here for like a month. That does activate the dopamine receptor. I will be gaming soon. I was recapping the nightmare week that I've had. But things are moving. Big things are coming, including this Wednesday, we are running a tabletop one-shot for a new group of players. We are running a one-shot of Slug Blaster. If you don't know what Slug Blaster is, it is an interdimensional skateboarding TTRPG, which is fucking awesome. And that's going to be starring Bobber, Daisy, Fog, Soma, and Spellboy. It's a one-shot with the potential to become a campaign if the players are down. And that'll be this Wednesday at 9 p.m. Eastern. Also, next Friday, the 26th, we should finally be back for getting the Draw Steel group together. So Tabletop Frogs will be eating good. Maybe this is the pivot. Maybe this is the pivot. I just become a TTRPG content creator. Gaming becomes the side gig. Anyway. So, I only have about 4-ish hours to game today because I'm gonna be meeting my family for dinner. And then after that, we have D&D on the Unexpectables channel tonight at 9 p.m., which I will be there for. So what kind of game are we feeling, chat? Honestly, I might just boot up MEGABONK. I'll be so real. It might be a MEGABONK day. Have I played 5 hours of it exclusively off stream? Yes. Am I gonna play 5 more? Yes. Have I been dual wielding playing this on my Steam Deck and on my computer? Yes. Ratatan is out yet? Yes. Ratatan is out. I played like an hour of it on my Steam Deck. It's pretty good. It's alright. Also, I don't know when this comes out, but Devolver sent me a code for Baby Steps, which is the guy walking game. I think it's still under embargo, so I don't think I can stream that until like day before launch. Anyway. People weren't kidding. It's literally third-person Vampire Survivors. It's third-person Vampire Survivors with a little bit of Risk of Rain 2 sprinkled on top to taste. Did you guys see the thing that the Tall Trails developer posted? Every time the Tall Trails developer posts, I'm like, this guy not only made like a peak game, he is also very funny. He posted this. He said, unfortunately, I had to add kernel level anti-cheat to Tall Trails.
Well, I didn't want to do this, but my hand has been forced. I am adding kernel-level anti-cheat to my game Tall Trails. You see, people have been using exploits to experience dangerously high levels of whimsy and joy. Some people are using sticky hands to just blast themselves through the air.
I love a game where you can schmooze.
Some people used outfits to make Alp look bald, which he is not, and others found ways to make builds that were totally broken. Anyways, I'm clamping down on all of that now. Anytime the game detects too high levels of whimsy or joy, it will just force quit. Also, I'm adding motion blur. Anyways, if you promise not to have too much fun, you should buy Tall Trails on Steam. It is only $10.
Dude, so much. You get so much value for $10, bro. Tall Trails, I heavily recommend Tall Trails. Tall Trails might be game of the year. I literally 100%ed it. Dope ass game. Takes like 4 hours to beat. Has a built-in like randomizer mode. Many peak game this year. Short stream. Sickly streamer. Category MEGABONK. Oh. Locked a lot of dudes in MEGABONK. Unlocked the monkey. Unlocked the ogre. I got the bush. I got my boy Calcium. Unlock a lot of weapons. A lot of tomes. A lot of items. I unlocked the turbo skates. Huge for me because I love schmoovin'. Ugh. All right. Yeah, let's just hang out. Let's hang out. Let's yap. While I play some MEGABONK. I hope you guys have been enjoying the TTRPG content. I sometimes worry that I am alienating the portion of my audience that just is here for vibes and games. When I'm like, let's play D&D. Yippee! It's honestly been really me when I'm both. Damn, call your ass Hannah Montana, bro. You're getting the best of both worlds. I do enjoy it, but I admit I chat a lot less. That's fine, because honestly, the TTRPG streams, while not reaching the same average viewers as like a gaming stream, they do really well on YouTube. And there's a couple reasons for that. I think it's like longer videos are just more digestible on YouTube. And like people are generally chatting slower because there's not like a chat interaction. They're more just like watching a show. But like the fact that we recorded a tabletop session that had 50 average viewers in the chat, uploaded it to YouTube, and that YouTube upload basically unedited, only the intro and outro cut. It's all the same, only the names have changed. Sorry, what was I? I've lost my train of thought. But the fact that we uploaded that and that VOD got 3,000 views Like, that was crazy. That was genuinely wild. I can't believe I died that early. I was just yapping. So they do worse on Twitch, but they do good on YouTube. Now, I'm not at the level to where we can monetize the YouTube at all. But that's fine. Honestly, my main goal, my main goal is to blow up and act like I don't know nobody. You know, you guys know that video? Or am I just referencing to no one? So fucking, I don't even know the dude's name. Yeah, it is the guy with the massive grill. Yeah, it's the fucking... It's just a dude sitting in his car, and he's like, my main goal is to blow up, then act like I don't know nobody. he like clacks his metal teeth together. He goes, ha 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 ha. That's riff raff. Oh, that makes so much sense. But yeah, it's like, honestly, what was I even gonna say? I don't even remember where my train of thought was before we got sidetracked by me quoting a video. This is why it's so hard for me to do anything. I'm so, this is why I can't write a fucking script for a YouTube video to save my life, because I will get, oh. I get one reference and then I'm completely sidetracked. What was I gonna say? Oh, YouTube goal. Yeah, YouTube good. Honestly, one of my main goals on the YouTube channel, as far as TTRPGs go, is just to show people how many cool RPGs there are that aren't D&D. I feel like 5e has gotten out of control. We've been in like an era where people only play D&D, and like that's not the era I grew up in. There's so many cool RPGs out there, man. I feel like if you're only playing D&D, you're giving yourself a disservice. It was like this with 3.5 before 4e? That's not true! Even during 3.5, people were playing Pathfinder. And yeah, Pathfinder was like based on 3.5, but like, there were other RPGs. There was Shadowrun. Now, there wasn't like the modern sort of renaissance that we have with like, new style RPGs. I've been meaning to try new games when I'm in the middle of a 5e game. Honestly, what surprised me the most was honestly me just asking the group, like, hey, there's this new RPG coming out that I really want to run. Would you guys be down to try it? and they were all just immediately on board because they just wanted to play again. They didn't care what system. Now, sometimes the system does the work for you. Sometimes you get a guy like Bobber, who maybe wouldn't play like D&D or a medieval fantasy RPG, but when I describe Slug Blaster to him, he's like, what the fuck, that sounds so cool, that he literally went out of his way to message like 5 other people and get a group together so I could run that. I guess I'll take the size tone. I'll take extra jumps. After all, why shouldn't I have big hops? Charge those shrines so bad, but not with all those baddies in the way. Honestly, I feel like we are entering with the D&D, I feel like D&D kind of fumbled really badly with the OGL debacle into the 2024 rules. I feel like we're kind of entering a new era of people being willing to try other tabletop RPGs. And honestly, even if you don't want to go that far away from D&D, like the Critical Role people making their own RPG, Daggerheart, and getting Chris Perkins and Jeremy Crawford to work for them is like a cultural victory. MEGABONK this. That's it. MEGABONKs you. Critical Role is also sticking to D&D, however. That's fine. There's nothing wrong with D&D. I still like D&D. Don't get me wrong. I'm just saying, you know, you're at the ice cream shop, you order vanilla, I'm not gonna look at you strange, but I'm gonna be like, have you tried the other flavors? Well, fuck you if you like vanilla. There's nothing wrong with vanilla. Damn, you sound fully better. Did you sell your soul? No, I think I'm like 1 day away from being fully healed. Like it's only in my sinuses and my ears right now. You know what was really funny about the whole OGL debacle for me, as somebody who's been in the hobby for a long time, is that, like, they've literally done this before. It was the same thing they did with when 4th edition was coming out. With the fucking, whatever it was called, the stupid license. I don't remember what it was called exactly. It was 4E, so no one cared. I needed you to apologize to 4th edition. You've been psyoped into hating a game you've never played. They played you for absolute fools. In fact, most of the stuff that I've done over the years to make 5e content more interesting is just ripped straight from 4th edition. People did not care about the license debacle because 4e was so much more easy. I disagree. I disagree, source, I was there. Anyway. Oh, I only got a minute on the clock. I gotta open a damn portal. Ugh. This game is scratching my Risk of Rain 2 itch. I was telling chat, there's someone who said it's 3D Vampire Survivors, and I'm like, it is, but there's a little bit of Risk of Rain 2 sprinkled in there for taste. And that's how you know. That's how you know it's got the sauce. Golden Shard Shrine. I can already tell that I'm talking too much because my throat is starting to hurt. But you know, whatever. TTS stream. Oh. I gotta activate that boss portal right now. love a bit of movement speed. Yeah, did I really not hit any boss shrines this entire run? Interesting. I have just been mindlessly playing while yapping about tabletop RPGs. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, he needs to die now. Ah! Maybe him skill issue. Ooh, lifesteal tome. How delightfully devilish. 1% damage per level? Hell yeah. Let's go ogre mode on it. Grr. Anyway, I don't remember what we were talking about before. We were talking about Dungeons and Dragons, probably. We could pivot to a different topic. Dude, I watched a whole video earlier today about how, fucking... Did you guys know that every Mega Evolution Pokemon that they've made has been X or Y shaped? They skipped that try. Dude, this character sucks actually. I can only do like close-up melee damage. But this guy sucks actually. I've been fucking up 2x KO. You literally could not pay me enough money in the world to play a Riot Games game. I thought that too. No, you didn't. You're playing it. Let's go aura mode. Give me that Vampire Survivors garlic beat. Earn money by moving around. You don't mind if I do. Dude, I used to play League until like 2016 when I would realize that I literally was playing it exclusively to make my day worse. Then I uninstalled League and my mental health skyrocketed. Psychologists hate this one trick, uninstalls League. I mean, League is literally designed to make you mad. Like, that's literally core to the design of that game. Dude, I'm not playing Deadlock until normal people can play that game, not just sickos. Right now, Deadlock is in sickos only alpha. But the second that normal people can play the game, I will come back. As soon as it goes into open alpha or whatever, I'm there. I can't believe they changed how 7 works and he's not fun anymore. At least to me, the last time I played. They made it where he has to actually do things and play the game, as opposed to just waiting for my ult to come out cooldown and then ulting everybody. I like the chain bows because that was boring. Yeah, but it was funny. It was funny when I could ult and kill their entire team. I will say that Portal guy they got, like, the fact that they just made Portal a mechanic on a character almost got me to come back to the game. And then I realized it was still sickos only. Have you played the Dragon Ball Z MOBA? No, we play real video games here. %, gold game right at the start of the damn run? Ain't no stranger to that. It is crazy how they updated Deadlock a bit ago and it looks like a real video game now. Whoa, 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 whoa. Yeah, I just hope that whenever Deadlock goes open access, they don't, like, look at my profile and they're like, you technically played the game in alpha, put him in the sickos queue. And then I only get matched with sickos. I think there's literally a DM in my Discord between me and Flimsy where he tried to convince me to play Deadlock, and I think my response was straight up, no, I'm not a sicko. Was a Smite sicko for a while. I also played Smite. Everything... High-res ruins every game they make. Like, without fail. You know what's crazy? I actually liked Paladins before they changed it. I played Paladins in the beta and it was really fun, and then they changed it to be like a clone of Overwatch. Because Overwatch came out and was popular. It basically ruined everything that I actually liked about Paladins. Paladins wasn't always an Overwatch clone? No, man, it was its own thing. But then they changed it to be an Overwatch clone. Because I guess they thought it was similar enough and Overwatch was popular. No, can't say that I ever played Lawbreakers. So I can't tell you if it would have saved gaming or not. But I'm gonna go ahead and say, yeah, it probably would have saved gaming. Knowing next to nothing about it. Chat, we should convince them to re-release Concord. We were all just really busy. Just put the game out again, we'll give it a chance. Do you guys remember the reveal trailer for Concord? Because I have a very vivid memory of that reveal trailer. Of everyone being like, oh, cool, it's a new, like, sci-fi game. It looks like sick, actually. And then it was revealed that it was a class-based shooter. It was like an Overwatch clone. And then it was like, oh no. Yeah, it's a hero shooter. We're like, why? Why would you do a whole ass trailer like that then? Oh. That's a lot of goblins. It's kind of sad how much stuff they had planned only for it to have a 1,400 player peak. Yeah, I feel bad for the developers, genuinely. Every time something like that happens, I just feel bad for the people who had to put, like, blood, sweat, and tears into making that game happen. Because making it a game in general is already, like, such an incredible, like, feat. Just to have it completely fucked by management. It's like, man. Because there are definitely some talented, you know, like character designers or developers or animators or stuff like that that worked on that game. And it's like, damn, they just threw 6 years of your life away. You know what also sucks? Is now the negative connotation that follows that game is going to be like whatever your next project is as a developer. You're going to have that game on your resume. And it's not your fault. It's not your fault that it fucking sucked so bad it got delisted. Probably worked hard on it. It took 6 years. Shit's fucked, man. Give me the skeleton. Anyway. Low-key, Marvel Rivals genuinely a good game. What? New Skate also kind of good. I only saw the people jumping around like Mario. Don't you dare. Don't you dare. Don't you dare call Team Fortress 2 a hero shooter, you literal infant. If the shoe fits, it don't, bro. The mercs in TF2 have more in common with Battlefield classes than it's a class-based shooter. Forgot about Battlefield? Isn't new Battlefield supposed to be actually good? Apparently it's decent. I heard somebody say the magic words, which are best Battlefield since Battlefield 3. And that activated me, and I was like, okay, maybe I play it. Building fall down. Building fall down. That's the Battlefield guarantee. Oh, we are schmoving. Why are you sagging? Why are you sagging saying I remember Battlefit? You can boot it up right now, man. Playing that shit? Categorically untrue. There's definitely people still playing that shit. Devs abandoned it? Ooh, I can only play a game if I know that there's a new season of content updates on the horizon. Rumbleverse, don't you dare say his name. Don't you dare say Rumbleverse's name in this house. You keep my goat's name out of your mouth. And in this house, Rumbleverse is a hero. End of story. It's not even that. The balance they left it in sucks ass. Okay, that sucks. People, here's the thing, people throw around abandoned too much. There hasn't been a fucking major TF2 update since fucking Jungle Inferno. That game's still fun as fuck. And frequently played. Rumbleverse literally got shut down. They literally took it offline. It's different from no updates. We don't gotta talk about deceiving, man. We can leave deceiving in the past. Deceive Inc. definitely one of those games I only played because one of my bigger streamer friends got sponsored to play it. Same with Omega Strikers? Yeah, except I never played Omega Strikers. The hero returns. God, who remembers the Kraken sponsor Naraka Blade Point stream? Deceive Inc. better or worse than Vampire Left 4 Dead? The Deceive Inc. was the most miserable I've ever seen you be playing a game while attempting to not ruin Kraken's career and sponsorship. You must not have seen the Redfall stream. You must not have seen the Redfall stream. Because Deceive Inc. was fun. For a time. It just so happened that when we came back to it, the only people still playing the game were tryhards. Thus beget the Deceive Inc. incident. Redfall was you trying your hardest not to shit on it live. It didn't... Listen. That one was really bad. You want to know how I know that Redfall was bad? Is because that wasn't even planned to be a co-op stream. Is that Kraken was just doing a sponsor for that, and he literally messaged me and he said, I need you to download this game, I need you to save me. That shit was a rescue operation. Ooh, I unlocked a skin. Damn, dark calcium. Surprised you're not doing SS-13? I haven't played SS13 in a while. One of those games I would love to stream given the opportunity. Sadly, I think if you're a streamer, you can't really stream it. Or honestly, any game with public servers. Dude, speaking of things that will be unstreamable but low-key funny, did you guys see that Fortnite added a proximity chat mode? Yeah, they added a mode where it spawns in 80 people with proximity voice on, like you have to have VoIP enabled to queue for it, and then you can like team up with people by like talking to them in VoIP, and then you like emote at them and they join your squad. It's kind of awesome. Yeah, the Fortnite escape from Tarkov. Man, I am, though, glad, as far as streaming goes, I am glad that I am not, like, attaching myself to a specific, like, streamer clique anymore, man. That shit is a mistake every time. I'm gonna just do my own kind of thing, you know? Run tabletop games for my friends. Hang out, play Peak. Play other games that aren't Peak, but are also Peak. Me begging in Dark and Darker. Dude, when people actually use the proximity chat in Dark and Darker, dude, I want to start like expanding my like streamer sphere. I want to start doing like collab stuff with people who I haven't collabed with before. No, I've been saying that for some time. But like, I'm so for real right now. I'm meaning this stuff. a Siren's Cobblemon thing coming? I can't say anything about that because I don't think it's been officially announced when that's happening. I'll just say keep your eyes peeled. Peel them now. Speaking of the Cobblemon thing, I gotta remember to message Kuyoya later. He's gonna show me some things. Yeah, I'm looking at my phone. I was looking at my phone to see if my my mom texted me because I'm meeting my family in town for dinner tonight. But they haven't decided where. Kind of just schmooving on it right now. I always move too fast in this game, and then I get a cruel reminder that fall damage does exist in this game. Did you ever feel like eating a fried chicken tendy? What is this message? You ever felt the feeling of eating a fried chicken tendy looking this, but it tastes kind of funky like a part of the chicken you don't normally eat? Felt the feeling of fried chicken tendy looking this. What is... I'm so confused. Neighbor gave me chicken tendies, and it tastes like chicken, but something is off. Probably why they gave it to you, bro. my digital footprint if something's happened. Chad, have you ever looked at the, what's the subreddit where people post, like, shit that gave them food poisoning? I don't think it's called food poisoning. I think it's called something like... something more stupid. Yeah, it's called I Was Poisoned. That's what it's called. And every single post on there is like a picture of like a half-eaten thing of chicken. And they're like, I took a bite of this chicken and it tasted off. Anyway, after eating the whole thing, I started to feel sick. And it's like, brother. Literally, almost every post on there, without fail, has a moment where they're like, I noticed this food was probably bad. Anyway, I kept eating it. Add that to my list of forbidden subreddits. First person to die in a horror movie. Me when I hear a fucking sound and I'm like, oh, guys, don't worry, I'll go check that out. This is, sorry, I'm looking at... One of my favorite, just... posts on these are just like... just when it's random pictures of packaging. And then it's like, I got food poisoning and I know it was this shit's fault. It's just like an empty package of like chicken. Dude, this fucking post. This guy, he's got like fucking 8 fruit cups. I ate Del Monte no sugar added peaches. Purchased a bulk box from Walmart. 3 times now. I've noticed this time it had to be the peaches causing my severe stomach cramps after eating a fruit cup. Almost threw up, pain lasting several hours. What do you mean 3 times? What do you mean 3 times, bro? Why would you go back? You can look and see that it's bad. Had to be sure. We wouldn't make it out of the Stone Age. Yeah, he's definitely building poison resist for sure. Chat, would you eat the 1-day blindness stew? This again, yes. Okay. Listen, I'm a broken record, man. Oh God! Ah. Dude, my chest is hurting when I'm laughing too. Not just when I cough, but also when I'm laughing. How many peaches you ate recently? None, but low-key, a little fruit cup of peaches sounds like a great thing to have in the fridge. Dude, I've been fucking so out of this week. I literally can't believe that I went, like, maybe my longest gap without streaming since I was literally on vacation, just from being sick this week. Dude, you know what I do got in my fridge? Not for fruit cup, but for healthy snacking. I got a bag of baby carrots, and I've been munching on them for a healthy snack. They low-key hit, man. What dip, if any? Sometimes no dip, I just grab a little handful from the fridge. Sometimes a little bit of Caesar salad dressing will do ya. Because I also have that in the fridge, so I can grab it at the same time. Ooh, hummus is a good idea. Because sometimes I just have the fucking fat guy fixation of, like, wanting to eat something. Even though I know I shouldn't. So baby carrots have been good for that. Okay, fuck off, man. I've been sick for like a week, man. You can't say watch this. Now he's gonna start talking about how he knows that it's just a cut up bigger carrot, but that he should also be able to treat himself to the carrots of the baby variety. Fuck off, man. Leave me alone. What do they do with the... Never mind. Never mind, I thought about it for 0.2 seconds. And I answered my own question. I was gonna say, what do they do with the bits of carrot that aren't, like are left over after they cut them up into baby carrots? And I'm like, they just shred them. They shred them and they put them in, like, the salad kit things. I don't think they're cut up carrots. I think they're actual babies. Don't go Markiplier mode with your baby carrots. I don't know what the fuck that means. You and I live in different worlds, man. But thanks for the advice, I guess. Chad, I just had a good-ass plate of lasagna. Holy. Does Markiplier have, like, a famous video about baby carrots or something? What do you think the bite of 87 was? I don't know, man. You're asking the wrong guy. You're probably asking the guy in chat who said that and not me. I understand, but I assume that every chat message is directed straight at me. Dude, we're straight up not gonna get an answer. We're straight up not gonna get an answer why he said Markiplier baby carrots. He's gone. That guy is already clicked off the stream. He'll never be back. Oh, nope, he's there. He's there. Markiplier ended up in the hospital after getting them stuck in his throat. How do you get baby carrots stuck in your throat? They're literally smaller than a throat. How do they get stuck in there? Baby throat. Oh, tiny baby throat. Like Squidward when he swallowed that fork. Dude, so true. Sure, I low-key... I'm gonna pivot. MEGABONK is good, but it's a short burst game. And I've just burst all over it. So I need a pivot game. Dude, I'm really gonna be the king of the 2-hour stream this week. Until I'm fully, like, healed. Dude, babies do be eating Cheerios. I was poisoning thing made me think of the John Boy's video about the weightlifting thread. Dude, we talked about that, I think on the second channel a couple weeks ago. Shout out to the dumbest boy alive. Yeah, that's a classic video. Shout out to the Josh in them. If you don't know, there's this incredible video by John Boy. It's called The Dumbest Boy Alive. It's all about this like old forum thread where people who are on a forum start getting into a debate about how many days are in a week, and they're all gym bros in 2008, so they're all really bad at math and really bad at being like fully grown people, and it goes on, man. It goes on and on and on. Hang on, I need to. You said the sleeper agent phrase, and now I need to see that video. This guy fucking sucks at Mario.
This guy fucking sucks at Mario. In this video, we can see a player so atrociously bad at Mario that he almost gets himself killed multiple times a second. Despite the obviously precarious platforms, he sucks so fucking bad at the game that he just can't stop jumping around like a moron. It's only by sheer luck that he just barely avoids sending our mustachioed friend plummeting towards his doom. Subscribe if you think this total embarrassment of a gamer should never be allowed to touch a controller again.
This guy sucks at Mario. Please unsick soon. I think I'm almost better. Which is saying something because I've literally been sick since Tuesday. Ignore the cough. I'm almost better, I promise. Okay, that one was bad. Okay, hang on. I need to drink some of this. It's because I've been talking so much. I am almost better, though. I like... It's just my sinuses in my head now. That's not a good cough. It sounds like chest hurting. It is chest hurting because I've been coughing for 5 days straight. So now my chest hurts when I cough because I've been coughing for 5 days straight. But man, this sickness took me out for the whole week, man. Ever tried steaming? What do you mean by that? Steam in the shower? It's not a bad idea. That'll definitely clear the sinuses out. Sniff a raw onion. Yeah, I could get a neti pot, go real grandma mode on it. Thank you, Corona Holio, for the gift
Corona
sub.
Holio gifted a tier 1 sub to Tsuki's Toofs.
Why don't you, why didn't you gifted a sub to someone else? You could have gifted yourself a sub. But I appreciate that regardless. Yeah, I like how everybody in chat becomes a fucking doctor the second streamer is sick. You know? 20 subs to the big goal. We gotta get up above 400 again. I'm gonna hit the fucking... As soon as I'm not sick anymore, I'm gonna hit the fucking ground running, Smash Mouth style, and go fucking hog wild next week on content. September is still going. Get well soon. I will. I actually think, I am gonna wrap up this little mini stream, and go lay down for an hour or two before I have to go meet my family for dinner. Well, I don't have to meet my family for dinner. I am going to meet my family for dinner because my uncle is in town. But I'm gonna do that, and then I will be on the Unexpectables channel for D&D at 9 p.m. tonight. And then I'm probably, depending on how I feel tomorrow, it's 9 p.m. today. It was only 10 p.m. last week because we had technical issues. But it's 9 p.m. today. Depending on how I feel tomorrow, I will either do a full stream tomorrow, or I will take tomorrow off and wait till Monday. So keep your eye on the Discord for that. Thanks for coming out, guys. We actually had a pretty decent viewer count for streaming outside of our normal hours and not streaming for a couple days. So, yeah. Raid? No. No. I'll scatter you like ashes to the wind with ye. I'll see you tomorrow or Monday. And hopefully I'll be 100% better by then. Goodbye.